All right, guys, listen up. We're about to take a trip, you and me. Buckle up. We're headed to the Midwest, a place that's like totally slept on. Seriously. We're talking about Missouri. You know, the show me state. People hear Missouri and they think flyover state. But I'm here to tell you that's a load of bull. Missouri's got it all. History, nature, culture, you name it. We're talking bustling cities and sleepy towns, rolling hills, and sparkling lakes. This ain't gonna be your grandma's travel guide. We're diving deep, getting into the nitty-gritty, the raw and the real. We're gonna hit up the iconic spots, the ones you see on postcards, but we're also gonna uncover some hidden gems along the way. So, grab your backpack, your camera, your sense of adventure, because we're about to embark on a journey that's gonna blow your mind. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Before we dive headfirst into the good stuff, let's rewind the clock a bit. History lesson time. But don't worry, I promise to keep it interesting. We're talking about a state with roots that run deep, a crossroads of cultures, and a witness to some of America's most defining moments. We're talking about the Louisiana Purchase, the Lewis and Clark Expedition, the Missouri Compromise. This land has seen it all. It's where the Wild West met the civilized East, a melting pot of pioneers, explorers, and dreamers. And you can feel that history everywhere you go. It's in the architecture, the stories, the very air you breathe. It's a reminder that the past isn't just something you read about in textbooks. It's alive and well in Missouri. So, yeah, Missouri's got a story to tell, and trust me, it's a good one. Now, you can't talk about Missouri without mentioning its nickname, the Gateway to the West, and for good reason. Back in the day, this was the launching point for countless pioneers, adventurers, and fortune seekers heading out to conquer the wild frontier. Think about it. Covered wagons rumbling through dusty streets, the promise of gold and glory in the air, a sense of boundless possibility. It was the American dream in its rawest form, and that spirit, that sense of adventure, it's still alive and well in Missouri today. You can feel it in the energy of the cities, the vastness of the open spaces, the friendly smiles of the locals. It's a place where you can still chart your own course, blaze your own trail, and discover something new around every bend. And that, my friends, is what makes Missouri so damn compelling. All right, let's kick things off with a bang. And when I say bang, I mean a 630-foot tall, stainless steel, awe-inspiring bang. That's right, we're talking about the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. This ain't just some random monument, people. This is an icon, a symbol of American ingenuity, ambition, and dare I say swagger. It's like the Eiffel Tower of the Midwest, but with a whole lot more heart and soul. I'm talking about a structure so audacious, so groundbreaking, literally, that it took over a decade to build. And let me tell you, the finished product does not disappoint. Standing at its base, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. It's like staring up at a giant metallic rainbow. a testament to what we can achieve when we set our minds to it. Now, you can't just visit the arch. You gotta experience it. And that means taking the ride to the top. We're talking about a 4-minute journey in a tiny futuristic tram capsule that takes you 63 stories above the city. You'll feel the capsule sway slightly as you ascend, the cityscape sprawling out beneath you like a giant concrete canvas. And trust me, the views from up there are nothing short of breathtaking. You can see the entire city of St. Louis laid out before you, the Mississippi River snaking its way through the landscape, and on a clear day, you can even spot the distant plains of Illinois. It's a perspective that'll stay with you long after you've descended back to Earth. A reminder that sometimes the best way to appreciate something is to simply step back and take it all in. All right, we've had our adrenaline rush at the arch, but Missouri's got more to offer than just man-made marvels. We're talking about nature now, pure and simple. And there's no better place to experience that than the Missouri Botanical Garden. This isn't just some park, guys. We're talking about a National Historic Landmark. Founded way back in 1859, it's actually one of the oldest botanical gardens in the entire country. That's some serious history right there. Now, I'm not usually one for strolling through gardens, but this place blew me away. We're talking 79 acres of pure botanical bliss. Japanese gardens, a geodesic dome filled with tropical plants, a Chinese garden that'll transport you straight to the Far East. It's like stepping into a different world. You can spend the whole day here and still not see everything. Grab a map, get lost in the winding paths, and just soak it all in. Trust me, it's worth dedicating some serious time to explore this place. One of the coolest things about the Missouri Botanical Garden is its sheer diversity. We're talking about plants from all over the globe. They've got a climatron, which is basically this huge futuristic dome that simulates a tropical rainforest. Humidity, exotic plants, for the works. And if you're into history, you gotta check out the Tower Grove House. This was the home of Henry Shaw, the dude who founded the garden. It's like taking a step back in time. You can practically feel the history oozing out of the walls. But honestly, one of my favorite things to do here is just find a quiet bench, surrounded by all this greenery, and just chill. It's so peaceful and serene, a world away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. So, if you're ever in Missouri, do yourself a favor and spend a day at the Missouri Botanical Garden. It's an experience you won't soon forget. Okay, from the tranquil beauty of the Botanical Garden, let's crank up the energy and head over to the Lake of the Ozarks. This place is a different vibe altogether. Think water sports, party cove, and endless summer vibes. We're talking about a massive lake, folks, over 1,150 miles of shoreline created by damming the Osage River. It's actually one of the largest man-made lakes in the United States, That's a whole lot of water to explore. Whether you're into boating, fishing, swimming, or just soaking up the sun, Lake of the Ozarks has got you covered. Rent a boat, grab some friends, and spend a day cruising around. The water's clear, the sun's shining, and the vibes are immaculate. And if you're looking for a little more excitement, head over to Party Cove. This place is legendary. Boats packed together, music blasting, people living their best lives. It's a sight to behold. While the party scene at Lake of the Ozarks is a major draw, don't miss the stunning scenery. Rolling hills, lush forests, and hidden coves await. Rent a kayak or paddleboard. Paddle through calm waters surrounded by natural beauty. Golfers, you're in luck. World-class courses with lake views. Hit a few balls, grab a drink, and enjoy the good life. Find a quiet shore spot and watch the sunset. It's magical. All right, from the lake life, we're switching gears again. Get ready to step back in time at Silver Dollar City. This isn't just another theme park, folks. This place is a living, breathing tribute to the 1880s Ozark culture. Authentic craftsmanship, thrilling rides, and toe-tapping music. It's like stepping onto the set of a Western movie. Blacksmiths, candle makers, and a working grist mill. It's incredible. And the rides, classic wooden roller coasters and water rides, all themed around the 1880s. Experience the thrill of a roller coaster while feeling like you've traveled back in time. One of the coolest things is the people. They're all dressed up in period costumes and they really get into character. Chat with blacksmiths, watch candy makers work their magic, and even pan for gold. Now, while the rides and attractions at Silver Dollar City are definitely a highlight, there's so much more to this place than meets the eye. They've got incredible live entertainment throughout the park, from bluegrass bands to gospel singers. And the food? Get ready for some serious comfort food, folks. We're talking about homemade fudge, funnel cakes, and barbecue that'll make your mouth water. Make sure you come hungry because you're going to want to try everything. And if you're lucky enough to be there during the holidays, you're in for a real treat. They go all out for Christmas with millions of twinkling lights, festive shows, and a Christmas market that'll make you feel like you're in a Hallmark movie. So, if you're looking for a unique and unforgettable theme park experience, Silver Dollar City is a must visit. It's a place where history comes alive and there's something for everyone in the family to enjoy. All right, so we're leaving the Lake of the Ozarks and heading to Hannibal, Missouri. Hannibal is where a young Samuel Clemens, better known as Mark Twain, spent his childhood. This town is like stepping into the pages of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. The heart of it all? The Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum, where Twain found inspiration for iconic characters and stories. Walking through the house, You can practically feel the history. You see the cramped writer's desk, the worn-out bookshelves. You can almost picture a young Twain huddled over a notebook, scribbling away by the light of a kerosene lamp. And then there's the museum. First editions of his books, handwritten manuscripts, personal letters. It's like getting a glimpse into the mind of a genius. You see the evolution of his writing, the development of his craft, and it's truly inspiring. But it's not just about the artifacts, it's about the atmosphere. You walk these streets, you see the river, you explore the caves that Twain himself explored as a boy, and you start to understand where his voice came from. Is the Mississippi River the heartland of America, the people he encountered, the stories he heard? It's all there, baked into the very fabric of this town. And that's what makes this place so special. From the heart of Mark Twain country, we're hopping over to Independence, Missouri. Now, this town holds a special place in American history. It's the hometown of none other than Harry S. Truman, our 33rd president. And let me tell you, the Truman Library and Museum, it's not your average presidential library. This place is packed with history, with insight into one of the most consequential presidencies in American history. We're talking about the president who made the decision to drop the atomic bomb, who led the country through the final days of World War II, who ushered in the Cold War. Heavy stuff, right? But the Truman Library, it doesn't shy away from the tough questions. It lays it all out there, the good, the bad, the complexities of leadership on a global scale. You see the Oval Office, recreated exactly as it was during Truman's time. You read his letters, his memos, you get a sense of the weight of the world on his shoulders, and you know what? It's humbling, but it's also inspiring. Because Truman, he wasn't some larger-than-life figure. He was a regular guy from Missouri who found himself thrust onto the world stage. And he rose to the occasion. He made tough calls, some popular, some not, but he always did what he thought was right. He led with integrity, with grit, and with a deep sense of responsibility to the American people. And that's the message you take away from the Truman Library. It's a reminder that leadership isn't about power, it's about service. It's about having the courage to do what's right, even when it's hard. So, we've explored the world of words with Mark Twain, delved into the complexities of presidential decision-making with Truman, and now we're hitting the art scene. And trust me, you might not expect it in the heart of the Midwest, but Kansas City is home to an absolute gem, the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art. This place is massive. I'm talking encyclopedic. We're talking ancient Egyptian art, European masters, Asian scrolls, photography, sculpture, you name it, they've got it. And it's not just the sheer volume of art, it's the quality. We're talking Monet, Van Gogh, Caravaggio, some of the biggest names in art history right here in Kansas City. But what really makes the Nelson Atkins special is its accessibility. It's not some stuffy, intimidating museum. It's welcoming. It's engaging. It's a place where you can wander for hours, getting lost in the beauty of it all. One of the coolest things about the Nelson Atkins is its outdoor sculpture park. It's sprawling with these massive thought-provoking sculptures nestled among the trees and lawns. You've got the iconic shuttlecocks, those giant badminton birdies, Henry Moore's abstract figures, and a whole bunch more. It's the kind of place where you can just wander, have a picnic, soak up the sun, and engage with art in a totally different way. And that's what I love about the Nelson Atkins. It breaks down those barriers between the art world and the rest of us. It invites you in, encourages you to explore, to learn, to be challenged, and to be inspired. So whether you're an art aficionado or just looking for a cool place to spend an afternoon, the Nelson Atkins is a must-see. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. All right, we're heading underground now, deep into the heart of the Ozarks. You guys know I love an adventure, and trust me, Fantastic Caverns is an experience like no other. This isn't your typical cave, folks. This is a cave you can ride through. We're talking about hopping into a Jeep-drawn tram and descending into a hidden world beneath the surface. Stalactites hanging like chandeliers, stalagmites rising from the ground, formations that look like they belong in a sci-fi movie. It's like stepping back in time, millions of years in the making. The history here is as rich as the cave itself. Discovered back in the 1860s, used as a speakeasy during Prohibition, even hosted concerts down here. Can you imagine the acoustics? Talk about an underground rave. But seriously, the sheer scale of this place is mind-blowing. You're surrounded by these massive columns, delicate formations, and the stories they tell. It's humbling. It's awe-inspiring. It's Fantastic Caverns. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Being down here in the pitch black, surrounded by millions of years of geological history, it gets you thinking. You start to feel small, in a good way. Makes you realize how much time has passed and how much there is to discover. And the silence, man, it's deafening. You can hear the drip, drip, drip of water echoing through the caverns. It's like the cave is breathing, telling its story. You can almost feel the presence of the people who discovered it, who explored it, who marveled at it just like we are now. It's an experience that stays with you long after you've returned to the surface. A reminder that adventure can be found in the most unexpected places, even beneath our feet. So next time you're in Missouri, ditch the GPS, grab a headlamp, and get lost in the wonder of Fantastic Caverns. All right, from underground caves to the bright lights of Branson, this place is a different kind of wonder, a testament to the power of live entertainment. Now, you might think Branson is all country music and dinner theaters, and yeah, you'll find plenty of that here. But it's so much more than that. We're talking about acrobatic extravaganzas, magic shows that'll blow your mind, comedy acts that'll have you rolling in the aisles. It's a non-stop spectacle, a sensory overload in the best possible way. And the energy here is contagious. You walk down the strip and you're surrounded by families, couples, groups of friends, all here to have a good time. It's impossible not to get swept up in the excitement. Whether you're a die-hard country fan or just looking for a good show, Branson has something for everyone. It's a place where you can let loose, embrace the cheesiness, and just enjoy the moment. But here's the thing about Branson. It's not just about the shows. This place is packed with attractions, theme parks, museums, you name it. You could spend a week here and still not see everything. We're talking about go-karting, zip-lining, water parks, museums dedicated to everything from the Titanic to Hollywood. There's even a giant Ferris wheel that gives you panoramic views of the Ozark Mountains. And the food scene, don't even get me started. From classic Southern comfort food to international cuisine, there's something to satisfy every craving. Branson is a place that embraces its over-the-top, family-friendly vibe, and it works. It's a place where you can relive your childhood, create new memories, and just enjoy the simple pleasures of life. So there you have it, folks. From the iconic Gateway Arch to the depths of fantastic caverns, Missouri has surprised us at every turn. This state has got it all. History, culture, adventure, and a whole lot of heart. It's been an absolute blast exploring the Show Me State. And I hope this video inspires you to add Missouri to your travel bucket list. And hey, if you've got any hidden gems in Missouri that we missed, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more travel adventures, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.